I've decided I'm going to write my autobiography.
Oh?
I'm going to call it Brushing Her Hair, a story of Rebecca.
But you're Mrs. Danvers.
Yes?
You're not Rebecca.
No.
Well, that sounded like you're writing a biography of Rebecca, not your own story.
Oh, no, but they are entwined. My story is her story.
But it isn't, not really. I mean, you had a childhood. You have a life outside of being her housekeeper.
Brittany, you are a personal assistant, not a therapist.
I'm just saying, if you're going to write an autobiography, put yourself at the centre of it.
Oh, people don't care about that. They don't want to know about my penchant for water skiing or the fact that I volunteered at an elephant sanctuary. They want to know why I wear black and why I hated that woman.
Which woman?
The second one.
The second Mrs. De Winter.
Her mousy little thing, thinking she could command me, command Manderley. I still remember when I walked behind her and
tried to get her to jump out the window. I know, you keep bringing this up.
I didn't try to get her to jump out of the window. It was totally misrepresented.
Oh?
I was trying to push her out of the window.
Annie!
What?
I've told you so many times, you can't gleefully admit to murder. You can't just say, I was going to push her out the window.
Well, I didn't. And even if I had given her the slightest push, she would have toppled right through the window and done. I guarantee you that.
You really need to work on this, Danny. You've done really well at stopping creating spooky atmospheres just for the hell of it. You're not lighting 20 candles per room and playing ghostly background playlists on Spotify. You've improved so much from even when I've met you. But honestly, this murderous thing is just concerning. I don't know how many people you may or may not have shoved through a window.
8.
What?
8. I've pushed 8 people through windows.
Why?
Didn't like them.
This is really concerning. But moving on from the fact that you should definitely be in prison, why do you want to write an autobiography at all?
Well, I just think it's time that people heard my side of the story. I get vilified for my behaviour, but honestly, if you met her, the second wife, dullard, you'd understand.
Would we? Because at the moment, it sounds like you made her life hell just because you didn't like her.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that's not on. She didn't do anything to make you hate her. She just wasn't Rebecca.
Oh, you'd understand if you met her. She was so wet and silly and constantly making great big scared eyes at anyone passing by. She had no right trying to take Manderley from Rebecca.
Your dead former mistress. Look, fine. We'll work on a structure for your autobiography, but you have to be careful. You can come across as an utter cow.
That's reasonable.
Right. Let's start with the house. Manderley.
Oh, Manderley.
Right. What happened to Manderley?
It burned to the ground.
You didn't. Danny. Danny?
I just dropped a match.
What?
Onto some petrol.
Danny.
That I poured over the whole house.
That's a criminal offence. How are you not in prison?
Well, I don't know, really. People never seem to suspect the housekeeper. I heard later no one died. More's.
You say more's the pity. I am ending this Zoom call right now.
Fine. Honestly, if you'd met her, you'd understand why I did all this.
And the 8 people you shoved out windows?
Oh, them too.
We can't publish any of this. In the space of a few minutes, you've confirmed to me that you're an arsonist and murderer.
Murderess.
Did you do anything nice at any point?
I was nice when Rebecca was mistress. Oh, it was easy to be nice with her. She appreciated me and my skills. I remember I would brush her hair and she would sing to herself, but also to me. She had a lovely voice.
You're actually obsessed with her.
Anyone would have been. She was mesmerizing.
Well, I'm sorry that you miss her so much.
Yes.
Do you really go water skiing?
Oh, yes. I was getting really quite nifty at it, but sadly the instructor was rude to me, and shortly afterwards he fell out of a window.
How tragic.
Well, I'll omit the multiple defenestrations and the accidental burning down of a mansion, but I still want to write this. I want people to know my story about what it was like to work in a big house and the things one saw as a housekeeper, the secrets one had to keep.
Sounds good. Any ideas for titles?
How about Danvers Uncovered?
Sounds like you're doing a nude shoot for Playboy.
Well, Danvers Alone.
How about After Rebecca?
Oh, I like that.
Can I ask you something about the second Mrs. De Winter?
Yes.
What was her first name? No one ever knows.
Oh, it was just as pathetic as you might think. It was